Adoatv, bringing good things to life. Adoatv, bringing good things to life.
Hello there, it is a fantastic Friday. Good morning and welcome to this morning news. This is the AM News coming to you live from our studios at the John Evans Fifth Mills High Street in Accra. We're streaming live on Facebook at Adoatv Ghana, on YouTube at Adoatv GH, and around the world at AdoatNewsOnline.com. My name is Jonathan Amanal. Coming up on the AM News at this hour, Minority Voter Caucus calls on President to retract Build It statement. Bring details of that, including Asante Hene laying down words of caution to encroachers on the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology's 2 land that they will face as wrath if they do not stay aback on the land. And in the world of business, following the 2022 budget expectation, tax analysts advise the government of Ghana to run public sector as private ones. We have the details of that and more right at the news bulletin. Do stay. Thanks for staying with us. This is the AM News, your hub of comprehensive and compendious news. My name is Jonathan Ama. We'll start our story rather on the Build It statement made by the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, on the Aflao E-Block. The Minority Voter Caucus in Parliament are demanding that His Excellency, the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to retract what he described as an upfront and total disrespect to the Togbe Azongaga Amenya Fiti the Five. And the entire voter region for his Build It Yourself response to the uncompleted E-Block in Aflao. According to them, Togbe Amenya Fiti the Fifth rather deserves praise for prioritizing education and not the harsh disrespect from the president.
This call follows the president's statement to Togbe Azongaga Amenya Fiti, the people of Aflao, telling the chief to go ahead and complete the Aflao E-Block if he feels it has taken too long to be completed.
Self has complained. Ohini wa Aflao Pache say E-Block no oba yenye hoshi. Inti my education minister up to February say ombe yehu bibi. It's on the
minister.
The 9 billion Ghana City project, which was one of the many projects started during the Eswal Mahama's administration and was expected to serve the residents of Aflao and its environs, but was abandoned after Mr. Mahama left office in 2017. This response did not go down well with the people of Aflao and subsequently the Minority Voter Caucus of Parliament. At a press conference outside the Chambers of Parliament, MP for Ketu South, Jifa Gomashi, noted that in the supreme interest of the country's peace and unity, as well as to promote diversity, Article 26 of the 1992 Constitution, the cultural policy of Ghana and UNESCO supports the practice of culture.
Our revered chiefs and custodians of our proud traditions deserve utmost respect at all times, regardless of which part of the country they exercise their authority and what they wear or in which region they come from. In the supreme interest of this country's peace and unity and to promote diversity, Article 26 of the 1992 Constitution states in unambiguous language that every person is entitled to enjoy, practice, profess, maintain, and promote any culture, language, tradition, or religion subject to the provisions of this Constitution. The United Nations also has UNESCO and has written the following in its vision. In this spirit, I quote, "In this spirit, UNESCO develops educational tools to help people live in as global citizens free of hate and intolerance by promoting cultural heritage and the equal dignity of all cultures. I dare add, irrespective of the stool or skin they sit on." Additionally, in the cultural policy of Ghana, the question of culture is succinctly captured in the introduction as, I quote, "Our culture is a way of life evolved by our people through experience and reflection in the attempt to fashion a harmonious coexistence with our environment."
In this light, Togbi Amenya Fitida deserves praise for prioritizing education and not the harsh disrespect from the president.
This culture is dynamic and gives order and meaning to the social, political, economic, aesthetic, and religious practices of our people. Our culture also gives us a distinct identity as a people. The respected traditional ruler merely advocated for an abandoned E-block in his community to be completed so his people will have fair access to education. As citizens and bona fide taxpayers, that wasn't too much to ask. Togbi Ajongaga Amanyafiti V, Daho, of the Aflao traditional area, deserves praise for prioritizing education and speaking out against the culture of abandoning inherited projects. He does not deserve such disrespect from the President of the Republic of Ghana.
Hence, they demand a retraction and an apology from the president to the Aflao chief.
The President's conduct, which we do not see him exhibit against chiefs from other parts of the country, is a total affront to the entire Volta region and the Aflao traditional area in particular. We demand a retraction and apology from His Excellency the President. A united Ghana with a common destiny is undermined by such reckless and discriminatory conduct of the President.
That notwithstanding, the Ketu South legislature disclosed that a GoFundMe account would be created to receive donations and support to aid complete the E-block, as the President says.
Going forward, I will be launching a GoFundMe account for donations to finish the E-block as instructed by the President's infamous retort, and I entreat all Aflauvio and well-meaning Ghanaians to donate generously. Akwana Misia.
Away from that, Chancellor of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, has warned encroachers of the university land to stay off or face his wrath. He says any chief who allocate part of the next land will have themselves to blame. The Asantehene dared anybody claiming to own a part of the university land to head to court, adding he will face the court to state his authority over the land.
This 70th-year journey has not been on a bed of roses. It's been through the toils and selfless sacrifices of others, and a special attention and mention must be made of my uncle, Nana Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, who bought into the vision of the president at the time and voluntarily leased large tracts of land for the establishment of this university. My address cannot be complete without acknowledging the chiefs and people who supported my uncle at the time. And I realized that when the minister was speaking, Anna Yeyatine was clapping and like that. In retrospect, we acted as prophets and seers and saw the great opportunities that the little seed that was planted as a university will bring to generations of more. My appreciation also goes to all students and staff, both present and past, for their invaluable contribution towards the development of the university. At this point, when the minister raised the issue about communities, I have decided that I would, upon the advice of the council, to establish a chair where we would then establish a chair in Asante history at the Department of History and Political Studies to deepen the relationship between the University of Asia and the community. But whilst we say that, let me use this platform to highlight a very disturbing development which has come to my attention in recent times. And that is the encroachment of university lands. I condemn it in no uncertain terms and strongly send a note of caution to all those involved to desist from it or face my wrath. The chiefs and whoever, the lands are mine and you are just getting the people. There's no family land here in Ashanti. No Ushabani can claim that the land belongs to him and therefore he has a right to alienate a portion of the land of the university at all. And you can go to any court, take it there. I'm sure also there will be a judge who will know that the Constitution and the Constitution of Ashanti says that there's no family land in Ashanti. And therefore, get the lawyers to take it. I'll get the court also to take 10 over the decisions to affirm my authority on the land.
Was the overlord of the Ashanti Empire, Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, signaling words of caution to encroachers on the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology land. Now, away from that, let's talk issues pertaining to the ban of tricycles on Ghana's highways. The ban on tricycles, popularly known as Aboya, on the highways of Accra, is expected to kickstart on November 1, 2021, according to the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Mr. Henry Quartey. Its major place of concern for the exercise is the Tamamoto Way. This action is to get rid of tricycle operations from the highways, which forms part of the Let's Make Accra Work Again agenda.
Tricycles are considered one of the many easy means of transport in Accra, both for the conveyance of goods and people, and even on some occasions refuse. It is a means to commuting, especially on traffic-congested highways. However, its operation has caught the attention of the Greater Accra Regional Minister, which he has directed operators of tricycle that come November 1, 2021, all tricycles are banned from the Accra-Tema motorway. Speaking to some tricycle operators, they expressed concerns about the ban on the highway, saying they won't be able to feed their families. They lamented on how difficult it is to find a job and are worried what their next option will be if the ban is in full effect.
No, do want to I get your beno. Ona no tumo watu no atachi aga no do want to qualify ena mi awo aga ega waka asun gbe bi egbe ka lodu ni bi okay asun gbe je me wona no tumo e ske ga waka tuni kula e wa gbe wo si ni wona no tumo wa atachi e sian ni wona tumo ba te on qualify on pa ma lo fai ko ne na mi awo mo ke ba ja bobo ya e be ji anu e ko le won tun e ko de awake wake o yenu tun yin sika ejemi ta won ba lo ko konklu o na mi tun si be na na lo ne mo chine wonu wa mi wonu ka mi ya efian yi ka mi na wo lo be mo se ba fite onyu ba wo ko lo le ko ni lo ko yin ba wa ya ke se ba fla so lo le ma jisa wonu otun wonu wo sika eja bobo ya mi nu mu wa tun wo bla yin wo dije nu nu wo yin moto ne me ke ni bi mi nu wa tun onu jisi
abobo ya nanti na mi didua ne mi di abobo ya na ye juma kakara na ma didua ne obana abobo ya na kra minti mi ye juma minti mi ye juma na ma didua ne bebre.
Follow closely as this initiative is bound to happen on November 1, 2021. Now let's move away to some ballot stuffing allegations. The opposition National Democratic Congress NDC has served notice with its intention to serve the CID with evidence of its allegation of ballot stuffing in favor of the ruling government party during the 2020 elections, hitting back at the EC after the back and forth aftermath of the 2020 general election. The party's General Secretary Johnson Asedun Kitia, speaking to journalists earlier yesterday, says the party is ready to file an official complaint to aid the investigations.
We take note with satisfaction of Bosman Asare's call on Ghana's police service to investigate the facts put out by President Mahama. Given that President Mahama was on solid ground when making these statements, the NDC stands ever prepared to assist in any credible investigation into the matters raised. We are aware, however, that Bosman Asare's call is only a red herring because he cannot feign ignorance of the fact that the police service is already seized with all the evidence on this matter. On the specific printing of 1 million excess ballot papers and arrest of persons in possession of the printed ballot papers, the Ghana Police Service carried out the arrest and therefore should be providing update on the status of investigation to the population. All that Bosman Asare needs to do is to call on the Attorney General to ask the police to prosecute the offenders. It beggars belief that Bosman Asare will now join the call for investigation into the killing of 8 Ghanaians 10 whole months after the police service had assured Ghanaians it was looking into the killings. The truth is that there is no real interest on the part of the police and the government to bring the perpetrators of the heinous crimes to justice because the killings serve the end of the Akufo-Addo Bawumia and MPP government insofar as it ensures their retention in power. So let the new IGP show the same commitment he has so far shown in bringing errant members of society to book over misdemeanors on the more serious crimes of extrajudicial killings. And the evidence is right in the bosom of the Ghana Police Service. The foregoing demonstrate clearly that the 2020 elections were the worst in Ghana's history. The EC must accept this truth and work towards improving its image and regain the confidence of Ghanaians and all stakeholders.
Thanks for staying with us. Now to some happenings in the world of business ahead of the 2022 budget A presentation by Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. Stakeholders have shared their opinions on how government should raise more revenues. Sharing their opinion to my colleague Nanyama Collinson, tax analyst Francis Timoboy said the government should run the public sector as the private sector.
Director of Business Operations at Dilex Finance, Joe Jackson, has urged government to sell off some state assets to rake in more revenue and reduce borrowing.
Now, with respect to the budget, we want to see what the government will do long term to reduce the borrowing and to raise revenue. We can't just keep borrowing. One of the things I want to see happen is that the government to sell off some of the state assets. Some of the big stakes in some of the companies must be sold so that the revenue requirement for next year will drop a bit, right? And there are some hard decisions we have to take.
But tax analyst Francis Timoboy disagree, saying that selling state assets is not the right way to go, but government should run it as a private sector.
I do not believe that selling them will do us any good. It's just like selling your chicken which lays the egg. The problem we have with the state institutions are that we are not able to put them to tax to perform. Look, we have state institutions that perform essential functions and they can be profitable. So why don't we really lead them? Why don't you take our hands off? I mean, as politicians, why don't you take our hands off for these institutions to perform? It should be managed like a corporate institution, a company.
Like if it's for a private sector.
Exactly. We should allow them to operate as private entities. If we really want to develop the nation, that is what we should go. Selling them off will just give you some small amount of money. Some investors will come and buy it and tomorrow they turn it out and then it is better for them. So I wouldn't advocate that we should sell them off. What we need is a change in philosophy and management policy. We should just change those ones. And maybe sometimes government appointments onto those boards, we can stop them. Give it to private entities for them to manage. You understand? Then I believe that will rather do us good.
More business updates. The General Secretary of the Food and Beverage Association of Ghana, Samuel Adoatv, has said Ghana needs to take off the bottlenecks to penetrate the West African market, stating that Ghana needs to have a strong financing before the industry can take part in the after. He spoke to Nanyama Collinson of the Business Desk.
I want to find out how the association body is working towards taking advantage of the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement, which has commenced on January 1, 2021.
Well, I should say that the African Continental Free Trade Agreement that came into force, it has its own benefits and challenges.
Sure.
And initially when it was introduced, we realized that it has come to solve a lot of problems for our local industries. Why am I saying so? It was meant to open up the external market for industries in Ghana. But unfortunately, when we look at it as it stands now, we are still having some challenges in terms of assessing even just our immediate neighbors.
Have any of your members been able to be successful in terms of these continental trade?
Well, I won't say that they have been successful because it's an ongoing trend and it has come to stay.
So any of the members have been able to...
Those who are exporting outside the Ghana enclave,
Sure.
I would say that yes, they have benefited and they will keep on expanding because barring all challenges, if they're able to take out the bottlenecks that we look at, if they should bring anything for us to look at, we'll still discuss it. And therefore, if that one should be anything to write home about, we would want to penetrate within the West African market. And then also from the West African market, we move into the general continental aspect of it. But then the challenges that some are facing is where you would then have to have a strong financial background to be able to reach out to these areas. What we are looking at is that in future, when there is an expansion, we know that we'll benefit from. We'll still continue taking that as an advantage and then ensuring that we become part of the African continental system.
For more business update, do well to log on to our website on adoatv.com/business. Now to some sports update. 45 referees and 45 assistant referees have completed a 5-day intensive training course at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence ahead of the start of the 2021-2022 Ghana Premier League season. The referees and assistant referees were taken through various courses such as analysis of match situations, offside, handball situations, and many others. Participants were also taken through practical integrated training session with players as part of their training program. FIFA and CAF referees instructor Lee Ki Chong coordinated the course with their referees instructors.
Premier League referee. I think this course has been a great one. With a few amendments that have been made in the laws of the game, our instructors have taken us through, and we are fully abreast with the current trend of the laws, especially with the handball law. And I think it's a great experience. This time we added the real-time corrections where we had a video camera which is taking your practical session and then you go for review. And I think it's one of a kind that has been done from the past things we were doing. I think going forward, I think this season, with whatever we have done here with the fitness check and everything, I think we are poised up for the Premier League, and the public should expect the best from us, and we hope to deliver our best, and God being our helper. Thank you.
This course organized yearly is very educative. It helps us get more insight about the laws of the game. And I encourage that this also transcends to the general public, because we learn a lot of changes are being made in the law year in, year out, but we are being educated. What about the public? So I believe that this course, as it helps us, also is being organized by the public to also educate them. Thank you.
My name is Richard Kumejiro from the Volta region, and we've been here for the past 4 days. And I think that we've had enough technical training of referees. The impact was great. The instructors who came around to impact knowledge on us, they were very good. They were straight to the point, and we've picked a lot of insight from there. It is a nice course which is going to help a lot at the grassroots. We are going out there to train referees. Also train district instructors who will also be assisting our work. We believe that if this is carried out very well, Ghana would be seen on the world stage as producing one of the best referees to come. And we believe that the Catch Them Young Referees program instituted by the GFA will be something that FIFA would get a lot of referees from. We believe we'll do well when we get out there. Thank you.
Interesting. We just hope what they've learned, they'll just portray that during the 2021-2022 season of the Ghana Premier League. On that very note, this is how we end the AM News right from our studios at the John Evans Fifia Terminals High Street in Accra. For more news, do well to log on to our website on adoatnewsonline.com. My name is Jonathan Amon. Until then, stay safe, have a good morning, and enjoy the rest of our programs.
Suzy Abafo ye ne CB men, CB women, CB malakyo, ena ye de CB soap nso aba. Na moment neno ye bepese, ye be kasa fa CB soap no, kwan ye faso e de yusu CB soap no. Ene hia ehu hia se onipe bi a wo Ghana ha ana asase so utumi yusu CB soap no bi. CB soap ye de ye pedicure ene manicure. pedicure ye brea wa apply CB soap ewo unase eno 19 na watena si for some minutes na wahoro ne nyina awrere no eye unase de no na pedicure no ena afen nso se ode ye unsem na eno so hohoro na awrere no na manicure kwa ye faso edi use CB soap na nkasangasa na meba abekire no de we binumu ho wonsem no ayedin ama sabio ne nsa no kura ya akoakoa ebinumu nsam tumi ye dendenden ma ne nsanum ni nyina paapai enu nti na Suzy Herbal for yakofa CB Herbal soap edi abase wo sa haw ni nyina bia ka wakoma to yam ukoto CB soap no bia ba udi nsuo di kan fa wonsem na fede weti soap no bi obema na dos wonsem nsa tinkan odi be fa wonsa yam ni nyina na wonsa ntam ni nyina uye ne sa wi obetena se fiti 10 to 15 minutes no wa hohoro ni nyina the moment adi soap no be fa wonsem a obehohoro no na soap na hoɔden ekita no na ne wonsem eye dead cells ni nyina nti me say men ko use blade because blade ha wan hwe na akwa unti use small knife and now say scissors so buy scissors no mumienu se ya na odi awrewre unsem fini nyina so ye ba ko wie na se na unsem no aye no eya no wagyae enye ma wo betumi asan apply second soap no so bi na no so watena se for sa bre no ohohoro ana wasan awrewre bonso unsem be ye moton kama na ono yire ana o partner bi hia wetumi de unsa fa ne honam no so ana ye kɔ biai bi na se ye chia o so wetumi atie bi se bia o 19 ana se o pese odi CB soap no eye pedicure ewo onase a ebia o 19 enye din o 19 empaipa ya ubedi kan di nsu afa o 19 no onase no na weti CB soap no bi na odi asra o 19 no onase ni nyina se odi sra o 19 no onase ni nyina wie na pese odi si nsu mu a kwan wo ho nemu ubetwen be 55 to 10 minutes time ansana odi esinsu mu ne ntieti sa ne se odi sra o 19 no sisi a na odi sunsu mu eba horo no nyina edubre na owreru abon se enye adwuma bi amfa ma wo enti se opese odi sinsu mu after 10 minutes no na wasan de esinsu no to di sinsu no so for 10 minutes and after the ohoro a na wa rere ebeyi dead cells ni nyina ebeyi fine wo 19 ni nyina na bibia aye fine
CB Herbal soap uni say hwura now hwe bemampo hwe say you use CB Herbal soap the tree now the nase nenti hwe say now wa tron afa CB Herbal soap it works like magic we ya now we correct ma ho feel why be me we ko tiatia ni mem slippers mo ti ni perfect nase CB Herbal soap perfect and you think I recommend myself. So person now we come out. We 19 papa there. Always need use CB soap. Eba, and you put her. Wash. Abba.
Nia to subium ebia o 19 no aye dedendenti na oye bra o de asra wie na wa twen ahohoro a rere ni nyina awie no na fe de wet soap no kakra e de ato traba no so na o de atwi o 19 no ebia o ni scriber bia wo ho o ni abo bia wo ho no mo a wo betimi ati soap no kakra de ato rough cement ana abo bia so ye rough so na o do 19 na twitwi so o ye ne sa every week bia ye no mpamio na o 19 nyina be fefefe na ye mre ye nsam ni 19 ni nase no ye cells a etumi nyin ndi se o 19 na anase o nase na ye cells na etumi nyin no se enyiya na cells no wu na o hyampaboa na heat ne kana eno do ye hwan ebe yi sent so your ban na okunu wo sa problem no bi wo your bemba na wo sa problem no bi abomodin asa obenya CB soap no bi okoto bi ba fa nso di kan fa o 19 no nase na fa soap no bi srasra o 19 no nase ne nyina na twen be 10 to 15 minutes hohoro ne nyina na fe di pe small knife na scissors fa rere sa dead cells na wo 19 no nase ne nyina utumi yesa wi a odo pampaboa no hye no 1 month na yi o 90 cent bia wom Suzy Herbal for your drink and for who pay ye 19 ye bia ye ni nhyeda nkɔ ho nemom sika a wotumi de titompa sika a wobetumi ate sika kɛse de akɔtɔ wo dam nkongwa no wotie kongwa no ma empɛn pii no wotumi sisa onan edi sisi nkongwa no ebinum 19 tumi ye rofo ama papa ama ɔmotumi de tete bedsheet timi srew bomodia na abreni abrebia be use sibi soap no bi edi aye pedicure ni manicure anase odi be yi 19 ni unase fin eni unsemu fin na aboa na bibie tumi aye kama sibi soap no onipa dase ni bia wa asase so bia no betumi use ena afen so se uyo bia wa propro ye foot rot na obedi kan pe cotton o te cotton na kakra o de cotton no be bonsuo na we bie soap no so o de fafa ni boko ehuro bi beba cotton no fafa unan ni ntem no o de femu a 10 minutes per hohoro anase kona kodware nti me advice is abreni abrebia no so foot rot na be use sibi soap na use no bra wa ready anopa e bia opese wo kwakodware uye no anopa ne anwumra wo foot rot ni nyina ebeko eye mmoa na ewom e no mu didi unan ni ntem no apropro no enye ye nantem kwa na yewu apropro tumi ye nsa ntem nyina ye won krofo bi wo Ghana ha adwuma omo ye enu nti abrebia na ne nsa da nsuo mu nti no omutumi nya nsa ntem apropro no bi sa wo so wo sa ha wo no bi amesrew unya cotton eni sibi soap no bi a ti cotton ne kakra fa bo nsuo sa wo de bo nsuo no wi a fafa soap ne ni boko ro na beba cotton no no fafa nsa ne ntem no mame eno so 10 minutes no wa hohoro uta ye na nopa eni anwumre bia so ha no nyina no ebe feel so na wade ho na bibia tumi aye fine
sibi eba soup amanfo agiato eye samra ye di hwe ye na ho edi na ho na me ni atronchiro akrobato mu na mama ya akrobato etia bibia me kanfo ade papa na de mama mi anka se ma yusubi ma hu se ma yusubi enipa me na mo di sibi eba soup mo das e doso obi asem o kan bia ya sem papa e hyen kran se akrobato samna na mo di bedwa so no si before di bedwa eye samna papa se wo nanti wo nase wo di basasro wo yi hunyira kakaka bo so wo na wa se akola foforo no adansi di na media mawo mintimi ni anipa bia nim ento ade bone mawo because of my credibility. I'll never lie to you. Me pay man for asem na me do me man na me die menya no so me nye ready say me say no anasem din kika bia be kaka ho ne say sibi heba soap nko dia me gina dia that say eye papa Toby na be hu say disitie sibi ana Ghana ma any member yet don't want it. We always thank you very much.
Ye the herbs and ye sibi heba soap ye wondro no bebre wo hodoma ye de ye pedicure ni manicure use so abra wo use ne mo no na eno mo e ma 19 na ye den by sibi soap ntisa mo na use sibi soap no na e ma 19 no e ye mre fine any side effect bia
sibi soap no metompa obi wo ha ono no o mane dia oba use shampoo wewe wo hunu so na no no wo de mana wo se no ane se wo de aye nipa ne nan na wo atwia na aye fine wo bia na wo se wo de wo foot bibi amassage no wo ye bi amassage na asa nti no no ye easier e mom na ye adwuma so fine me pa cho wo what sibi soap na wo so hwe no bo mo de ana ko pe ba ko wo kun fi adwuma ba wo de mountain na fa ye na o fa no bon komo wo bia twitwuma no na wo be ho se na wo ko na mbe
me mitimi fa me pe enkanfo bibi mawo mitimi fa me pe e ma wonyi bibi ni preko pesa na Ghana ye nyina dan abi ansan me kam bibi no e fa dro ana bibi ni pa yusu di kono video na ni pa bia bia na FD fo agiato me akrobato aka who knows tomorrow me catch will say sibi heba soup no FD fo agiato they have proved that is good for human being to use.
Sibi soap no pe bia to a uko drugstore pharmacy herbal shop cosmetic shop just provision stores ahodo bebre wo Ghana hanom kra na omuton sibi herbal soap no bu obetumi afre Suzy herbal fo ewo telephone numbers a me de ba be ma we so ne edi kan no 0247 11 1671 ne atusu mienu ye 0246 578750 ne atusu miensa ye 0240 952027 meda ahwefo nyina ase.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with RwandAir today. RwandAir, the safest airline in Africa.
RwandAir, fly the dream of Africa.
Announcements on Adoatv. Contact Adoatv for your general announcements, proclamations and publications, job vacancies, etc. at a very affordable rate. Call 050-92-57754, 020-9494-258, or visit our marketing desk at the work premises. Adoatv, bringing good things to life.
CB women capsules now. I'm not correct. Why your best mankasa? That's it. Who anymore? Oh, middle. You capsules back on CB men capsules. Me see CB men capsules na make a year.
Yeah, you CB men and women's capsules na ye nim ne dada. And one year packaging na ye the fefe.
Wow! What a packaging! CB men, any CB women capsules no packaging is out. And you also no mood any bianza no akodo pegi.
Share painful any about town man kwada no for. Any kwada go di fie do ye. Enka ho.
Susanna. Ghana man man tamase.
Dodo Afre 0247 111671 and 0246 578 750. FDA aje edwedin kato yato.
Breast cancer is very scary and all, but for some reason, a lot of women think that it could never happen to them. October is here again. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We've come to know that breast cancer is the one cancer that's killing more women than any other cancer in women. This means that all of us need to be concerned and all of us need to take the requisite steps to ensure that we get screened, know whether or not we have anything to be concerned about, and most importantly, know that there is a cure. Breast cancer can be treated and is best when it's detected early. So take advantage of this Breast Cancer Awareness Month and go and get screened. There's free screening available. If you go to Sonotech in Accra, at their branches at the West Hills Mall in Tema or Osu, you can get your screening done for absolutely no fee at all. Also, if you'd like to do a mammogram or an ultrasound, you get it as a good discount during the month of October. It's time for all of us to get tested. Let us get screened. Let us know whether or not we have anything to be concerned about. And most importantly, let us know that if you do have any signs of breast cancer, the earlier it's detected, the better it is for you, your family, and your loved ones. This year, I'm happy to partner with Sonotech during the Breast Cancer Awareness Month to get more and more women interested in taking steps to know whether or not we have anything to be concerned about. Stay safe and get screened. My name is Na Shoko. I'm a broadcaster.
Order. But when I get your mark, and that's all I'm order. The right you are fine.
Malaria and tea. Papa, you are yet my bono.
What you have to figure.
Malaria, therefore, yao. Enti awo. I shouldn't the customers. One who say, Mammy, I am smart. Apa CB Malakio. I'm man the buyer or the eco school. Share. Say a Janisi berry market ni malaria and tea. I want me.
And now Emma when we are at war. So we have malaria test. Maybe one. And try better one. And the CB Malakio. You do not. And now kick out one as soon as I CB Malakio. And no one so there. And I know
a drawing near my appeal for about a woman for any quada one fear
Susiana. What would you with you?
FD Ashusha sa a JD and crato you mu aja to Musa again.
Hey, what up, beautiful people? My name is Camito, aka Mr. Grind on Stop, aka Meetup on the Team. And as you guys already know, I always partner with Sonotech Diagnostic Center to bring you guys a free screening every October, free breast screening. And this year we go again live from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. We're going to be giving you guys free breast screening, you know, so we can prevent breast cancer in our people. Now listen, this is the best part. If need be that you undergo mammogram, we're going to give you 20% discount off the original price. And if need be that you undergo an ultrasound, we're giving you 50% off the original price. And you know you will not find this anywhere. So make sure from the 1st of October to the 31st of October, you make your way to all our centers in Tema, Osu, and West Hills Mall, Sonotech Diagnostic Center, and come get your breast screened. We don't want to see no breast cancer in our people. You already know. Peace and love. Mido say so. Boomba.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with Rwandair today. Rwandair, the safest airline in Africa.
Rwandair, fly the dream of Africa.